position till down. And when it's closed, this part goes on the bottom. And we got this. That's
So
it.
the spolvero is in here? Spolvero?
Yeah. We use a different kind of spolvero. It's rice flour. It's heat treated, and if you want to touch it, it's very thick. It doesn't stick on the dough. When it goes in the oven, it doesn't burn on the pizza, so it doesn't. The bottom of the pizza doesn't get bitter and sour. It will burn on the oven, so you just clean it, and that's it.
It's kind of like the ball bearings for the pizza.
Yeah, and it helps you also to work with the peel and put it inside, because of it creates like a little line of between the peel and the dough, so it won't stick on the peel, on the table, wherever.
After you make the dough ball, what's the period of time before you can stretch
The
it?
period of time, if you have like a room temperature 20-25 degrees Celsius, around
77?
77, yeah, 75, it takes 3-4 hours.
Okay.
If you have something like a proofer, you can use 40 Celsius, around 90 Fahrenheit, even more.
Okay.
80-85% of humidity, it takes 1 hour.
Okay.
So you can work it right away.
So okay.
Yeah.
So 4 hours at room temperature, 1 hour
Yeah.
with the proofer.
Today, we didn't have the proofer, so we made the dough balls and we put it inside these containers.
Oh wow.
You go like that.
Yeah.
You go like this when he did it?
From there, now they look like this.
Hours?
I didn't wait for hours because between one container and the other one I put hot water, so it helped me to go
To get
faster.
it. Okay.
So this is the size. At this moment, to me it's perfect, and I'm gonna show it to you how to stretch. When we stretch the pinsa, which is a very soft dough, we're gonna make a pillow flour. To take the dough ball from the container, we grab the back and the front together. My hands goes on the bottom. Then I'm gonna a little bit stretch it and make it longer. That's it. So when it's like this, you go with you can put a lot of rice flour so the dough doesn't stick on your hands and we can get those nice bubbles. And to stretch this kind of dough, I'm gonna use 3 fingers for each end. With this finger, at the beginning, I'm gonna follow the edge and I wanna press it down. I don't want the big edge like a classic round and traditional pizza. So I press down, not forward, just down, to divide every single space and have some big bubbles, like this. What? And I do big jumps. Bigger is the jump, bigger
The bigger the
all
bubbles.
we will get. Same thing. Then I go down on the edges. As you can see, we have nice bubbles. Now, I don't want to touch again the dough at the same spot that I already touched it, because I don't want to make holes. So I'm gonna touch these bubbles like this. So I go where I didn't go.
So you spread the bubbles.
And this is what we get.
Wow.
Okay. To bake it, I'm gonna use, you can use also olive oil. I have sunflower seed oil, which is better if you use seed oil. Cost less usually.
Montebellino.
Yeah?
Yes, best friend.
Montebellino.
Yeah.
Great brand.
Okay. So as you can see, it's very little. It's not that much. So I'm gonna use a pill. As you can see, go easy on the pill. Because also the rice flour helps you. That's it. We can start baking now. Okay. The temperature usually is around 310 Celsius, around 600, 620 Fahrenheit. To par bake it, it's gonna stay, let's say, 1 minute, no more than 1 minute. When it gets nice bubbles and it gets a little bit browny, we take it out, we put it on the cooler rack because the humidity that's still inside can go out.
So in short words, you can prep all your
Yeah, the thing is, that
in
you can,
advance
yeah,
for any event.
yeah, you prepare like we did this morning, all in advance. The people come, just put it in the oven. You work faster, easier, because they don't stay relaxed. You can work better. That's the goal. And obviously, the pinsa cooks right on the stone, so the top has to be stronger than the bottom. Than the
So
stone.
oven-wise, do you recommend like a baker's bar gas oven or an electric oven? What's the recommendation?
Okay, the recommendation to me is always
An electric
electric
oven
oven.
with an element on top?
yeah.
Okay.
But you can also use a nice gas oven. I used to work with that too, and the product comes out really nice. But the more efficient is the electric one. Always. There we go.
You guys are on a pinch on an airplane, you need a pillow. You think,
Yeah.
So that's after a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite. You touch it, it's
Very light.
The structure is stopped, so it stays there, and it's very light. Yeah.
So now you can put your condiments if you want to,
Yeah.
and then
The best thing is to let it like
Cool down.
cool down. Let's say 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then after 10 minutes you can put whatever you want.
Okay.
So the structure stuff like
Stays
that
the
stays
same,
like
yeah.
that, and that's it. This is how we bake the dough. And the thing is also when the dough is cooled down, if you make it the base the same day, you can leave it like that on a cooler rack.
okay.
If you want to stock them in the fridge, you leave it also outside for the next day, because these one are, if you put it in the fridge, they can be used for 3 days. For 3 days, yeah. So you can work in advance,
Okay.
and you can save a lot of money. Also, if you like to work without doing the par bake during the night, if you don't use this one because you didn't have a lot of people, you can also par bake and then use it next day.
Can you see the difference between one and the other? Like if you put condiments on,
Yeah, sure, I will.
just to see what kind of difference
Yeah.
you're looking at.
If you want to do the par bake for the next day, the thing that I suggest is always to cover them, because if you leave it like this, they
It's
get
gonna
dry.
out a little bit.
So if you don't want to use too much space, you can stock it like this, bubbles on bubbles, and you can go up to 4, no more than 4, and the structure can stay there. You put it inside here, close it, fridge. Then when you want to use it, take it out 10-15 minutes, put toppings, goes in the oven. That's it.